Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Habit. I'm Nina.
And I'm Jack. We're so excited to have you join us today for a super useful episode.
Now, Jack, I have a question for you. Are you a morning person? Do you usually feel full of energy when you wake up?
Nina, sometimes I am, sometimes not so much. Some days I just pop out of bed, but then there are other days when I just want to hit the snooze button a few more times. But no matter what, I always have a series of things I do every morning.
That's so true. Whether you're a night owl or an early bird, starting your day always involves some kind of routine. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Morning routines.
We know that describing your day in detail in English can be a challenge, especially when you're talking about those small, repetitive daily tasks. But don't worry, in this episode, Nina and I are going to help you master this topic.
Yeah, we've prepared 15 must-know phrases that you can use to talk about your mornings confidently and naturally. From simple actions like waking up and personal hygiene to getting breakfast ready and heading out the door. These phrases won't just help you speak more fluently, they'll also help you better understand native speakers when they talk about their routines.
So what are we waiting for? Let's dive into these exciting phrases and make your mornings sound more English. Let's get started.
All right, everyone. So Jack and I just gave you a little sneak peek into what we're covering today, those 15 must-know phrases for your morning routine. Now, let's dive right into the very beginning of your day. Jack, what's the absolute first thing that happens for you, or for anyone, when a new day starts?
Well, the first thing, of course, is to wake up. This is literally when your eyes open and you stop sleeping. Like I might say, I wake up naturally around 6:30 a.m. on weekends, which is amazing. Or during the week, my alarm clock makes me wake up at 6 a.m. sharp. It's that moment your brain switches from dreamland to, well, reality.
Reality hits hard sometimes.
Yep.
And, Jack, waking up is one thing, but then there's a second, equally important step, isn't there? You might wake up, but you don't always immediately get up.
Oh, you hit the nail on the head, Nina. That's why our second phrase is get up. This means to physically leave your bed. So you might wake up at 6 a.m., but then you might spend another 15 minutes checking your phone or just, being lazy before you actually get up at 6:15. There's a definite difference. It's that moment you push yourself out from under the covers.
So true. And sometimes, despite your best intentions, things go wrong, right, Jack? What happens if your alarm clock fails you or you're just super, super tired after a long week?
Oh, that's the worst feeling. You might oversleep. That means you sleep longer than you intended to, and usually you realize it when you're already late for something important, like, oh no, I overslept this morning and missed my train. It's a classic problem.
I've definitely been there. Nothing worse than that sudden jolt when you realize you've overslept. And speaking of alarms, sometimes you just need a few more minutes of sleep, don't you? You're awake, but you're just not ready to get up yet.
Absolutely. That's when you hit the snooze button. You just reach out and press that button on your alarm clock to get an extra 5 or 10 minutes of sleep. I'm guilty of hitting it multiple times sometimes, I won't lie. It's like a mini vacation before the day really starts. Okay, so you're finally out of bed, or at least you've stopped hitting the snooze button. What's next on the morning agenda for personal care, Nina? For many people, this is where the real getting ready begins.
Oh, definitely. For me, it's straight to the bathroom. So our next must-know phrase is brush my teeth. A classic, right? It's probably one of the first things most of us learn to do by ourselves. I mean, first, I brush my teeth right after I wake up to feel fresh. It's simple, but so essential for that morning freshness.
Absolutely essential. Nobody wants morning breath. And after brushing your teeth, what about getting truly clean and refreshed?
Yes. Our next phrase is take a shower. Some people absolutely love a morning shower to really wake them up and get ready for the day. For example, I always take a shower in the morning. It really helps me feel energized. Or on weekends, I might take a shower a bit later. Do you usually shower in the morning, Jack?
I do almost every single day. It just helps me feel refreshed and ready to go. After that, it's time for phrase number 7. get dressed. This just means putting on your clothes for the day. Pretty straightforward. So after my shower, I quickly get dressed. What about you, Nina? Are you a quick dresser or do you take your time picking out an outfit?
Oh, definitely a quick dresser during the week. No time for fashion shows in the morning. And for many people, especially before heading out, there's one more step that helps them feel fully prepared: do my hair or makeup. So you might hear someone say, I usually do my hair and put on my makeup before I leave for work. It's that final touch, isn't it, Jack? It just makes you feel completely ready to face the world.
Yeah, it really does. It's like the finish line of the getting ready race. Once your hair is done and your makeup is on, you feel like you can conquer anything the day throws at you. We've covered a lot already, haven't we? Ready for the next segment?
All right, after all that getting ready, brushing teeth, showering, getting dressed, it's time for what many people consider the most important meal of the day, or at least a very common and essential part of the morning routine for most of us.
Absolutely. So, phrase number 9 is have breakfast. This is the simple and most common way to say eat breakfast. It's not eat my breakfast, just have breakfast. For example, what do you usually have for breakfast, Nina? I'm curious.
I usually have breakfast around 7:30 a.m., something like yogurt and fruit. But you know, Jack, for many people, the very first thing they need before they can even think about food is coffee or tea.
Oh, you are speaking my language, Nina? Absolutely. So, phrase number 10 is make coffee or tea. For many of us, this is absolutely essential. I always make a big cup of coffee right after I get up. I mean, I can't really function without it. It's like my brain won't twitch on until I've had that first sip.
Same here. That first cup is just magical. But what if you're really, really in a rush? We've all had those mornings where you barely have time to breathe, let alone sit down for a proper meal.
Oh, yes, those chaotic mornings. Then you might just grab a quick bite. This means to eat something quickly, usually something small and easy to eat because you're in a hurry. You don't have time to cook or sit down. So you might say, I was running late, so I just grabbed a quick bite on my way out the door. Maybe a banana or a granola bar.
Exactly. It's super practical for those really busy mornings, isn't it? It means you're not starving, but you also didn't waste any precious time. So whether you have breakfast, make coffee, or just grab a quick bite, making sure you get some fuel is key before heading out. We're almost ready to leave the house, aren't we?
We are. We're fueling up and ready for the next step. Okay, so you're fed, you're dressed, you're all set with your hair and makeup, you're feeling ready for the day. What's the very next step, Nina? Time to face the world outside.
Exactly. Our next phrase is leave the house. This simply means to exit your home. It's that moment you close the door behind you. For example, I usually leave the house by 8 a.m. to avoid the worst of the morning traffic. Or maybe I like to leave the house a bit early so I can grab another coffee on the way. It's that final step out the door.
Yeah, that's a crucial one. And once you've left the house, you probably need to get to your destination, right? So our next phrase is commute to work, school. This is your journey from home to your job, your university, or your school. How long does it take you to commute to work, Nina? Is it a long journey for you?
Thankfully, my commute isn't too long these days. It's about 20 minutes by bus. But some people have really long commutes. It can be a real struggle. Now, Jack, a very important one, especially if you have a job or classes, it's always good to be on time, right? You definitely don't want to be late.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody likes being late. It's really important to be on time for meetings. Otherwise, you might be late and miss important information. Or if you're a student, if you are late for class, the teacher might not let you in. It's all about respecting schedules.
So true. And sometimes, despite our best efforts to be on time, if you've hit that snooze button too many times, or maybe you overslept like we talked about earlier, you might end up having to rush out the door.
Oh, yeah. We've all been there, haven't we, Nina? This means you leave your home very, very quickly and in a huge hurry because you're running late. I was almost late for my appointment, so I had to rush out the door this morning. It's that moment you practically fly out the door, grabbing everything on the way.
Exactly. It's usually followed by a lot of heavy breathing. So, whether you leave calmly or rush out the door, these phrases cover all the final steps of your morning. We've officially made it through 15 essential phrases for your morning routine. All right, everyone, it's time for our vocabulary recap. We've covered a lot of ground today, and now it's your chance to really make these phrases stick.
That's right. We're going to quickly review those 15 essential phrases we learned. As we say each one, try to repeat it after us. This is a fantastic way to practice your pronunciation and get comfortable with them. Ready, Nina?
Absolutely, Jack. Let's go.
The 15 must-know morning routine phrases.
1. Wake up.
Example, I wake up every day at 6 a.m.
2. Get up.
After hitting snooze, I finally get up at 6:30.
3. Oversleep.
Oh no, I overslept and missed my bus.
4. Hit the snooze button.
I sometimes hit the snooze button 3 times.
5. Brush my teeth.
First thing in the morning, I always brush my teeth.
6. Take a shower.
Do you take a shower in the morning or at night?
7. Get dressed.
After my shower, I quickly get dressed.
8. Do my hair, makeup.
She likes to do her hair before work.
9. Have breakfast.
I usually have breakfast around 7:30 a.m.
10. Make coffee, tea.
I always make coffee before anything else.
11. Grab a quick bite.
Example, I was late, so I just grabbed a quick bite on my way out.
12. Leave the house.
I usually leave the house by 8 a.m.
13. Commute to work or school.
My commute to work takes about 30 minutes.
14. Be on time, late.
Example, it's important to be on time for your appointments.
15. Rush out the door.
I had to rush out the door this morning because I overslept.
Great job, everybody. That's all 15. Now, the absolute best way to make these phrases stick in your mind and roll off your tongue is to actually use them.
That's right. Try to use these phrases to describe your own morning routine. Talk to yourself in the mirror, tell a friend, or even write it down in a journal. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel. Practice really does make perfect.
Well, everyone, that's all for this super insightful episode of The English Habit. We really hope these 15 essential phrases help you talk about your mornings with so much more confidence and ease.
Absolutely. Remember, the key is to practice. Try using these phrases every day when you think about or describe your own routine. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel. And soon, they'll become second nature to you.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, The English Habit, and hit that notification bell. That way, you won't miss any future episodes where we break down more everyday topics that are super useful for your English learning journey.
And hey, we'd absolutely love to hear from you. What's your favorite phrase from today's episode? Or maybe you have a funny or interesting morning routine story to share. Let us know in the comments below the video. Your comments really help us know what you want to learn next.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you next time for another exciting topic.
Bye for now.